Sijui kama imerekodi. Sawa sawa. I've got the microphone here, so sisikii kama ninaona kuna mtu anasema kuna kelele ya watoto. I don't know. Let me just remove the camera. Then you need the microphone. Make sure you mute yourselves. Let's start. Let us begin. So today we are talking about how to build your own digital empire. All of you here, I know mnataka kujua vile unaweza tengeneza pesa from the digital spaces, and this is what we are going to cover today, right? So this industry that I'm going to introduce you guys to, it's a $1 billion a day industry. It's an industry that most people don't know exists, yet it is something that is hiding on plain sight. Wacha ni mute huyu mwenye anaongea, nimesikia kelele. Anasema mikono. Aya, tuendelee. We are talking about the information business. Guys, this is an industry most people don't know exists, and it is a real industry, and it is one of the oldest industries of all time. Think about universities, colleges, all these are information businesses actually, all right? But now we are not talking about starting your own school. This is not what we are talking about. We are talking about starting your own information business online, talking about just everyday things, giving people everyday solutions. This is what we are talking about, the information business knowledge. So this is basically just selling knowledge / information in a structured way. All right, selling knowledge or information in a structured way. It could be knowledge in making wigs. It could be knowledge, maybe there's a hidden talent you have, like drawing, knitting, whatever. You can package that and sell it as an information product. Okay, information products is like ebooks, like this what we have here. This is a masterclass. It's a digital product actually. Ebooks, PDF files, recorded messages, recorded videos, one-on-one consultations, phone calls, all these things. The list is endless. So this is what we are talking about. So. And also we are going to talk about how you can use AI to help you with your information business. Now with AI, it's very easy. AI can create for you your digital product. AI is going to give you ideas. AI is going to tell you who you are going to sell to. AI is going to create. It will literally do everything for you. Sawa. Now, on today's webinar, you will know exactly how to start a business in this industry in only 3 steps. It is not complicated at all. And I will be giving away some bonuses at the end of the session, so you make sure you stay up until the end. And also, you will discover the best way to make money online this year, new rules and secrets of making money on the internet in 2026. Now, you can be able to make massive gains online even if you have zero experience, so don't worry. Okay, you don't have to be an expert in everything. You don't have to have any tech skills, right? If you have never created or sold anything on the internet, this is also something you can be able to do. It's easy, even if you don't have any business experience. If you're coming from a completely unrelated industry, all right? If you're coming from any industry, if you have no online presence, no website, this is not about this. We are not talking about how to be famous, how to get 1 million followers. No, we are in the business of making money, not in the business of getting likes and getting views. No, that's not what we are talking about. And also, if you think that you're a slow learner or get easily overwhelmed, do not worry. This is something you can be able to do as well. It is very, very flexible. Now, there's a book I used to love when I was younger. I read it when I was in primary school, and it's called A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. And in the book, this is what literally the whole book just talks about this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the season of light. It was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. What does this mean? This shows you two things happening at the same time. Some people are experiencing the best of times and others were experiencing the worst of times. So this book was written during the Industrial Revolution. right? During the Industrial Revolution, this is when our civilization was changing. We started building manufacturing industries, we started processing, we started doing large-scale agriculture, and there were people who embraced that change, and there were people who resisted that change. The people who resisted that change are the people who are experiencing the worst of times. And the people who embraced the revolution, what happened? It was the best of times. The same is happening today as we are having a digital revolution, guys. People who will refuse to transition and embrace digital will experience the worst of times. People are already complaining. They're saying bad economy, government, bad, everything, bad. But in the same period of time, there are people who are building wealth right in front of our eyes. Guys, I'm sure you've seen these businesses. I'm not, for the gentlemen, maybe they've not seen these. These are clothing for women and children. But I'm sure you've seen Mila Baby Shop. In the same period of time where people are complaining that maybe their business inafanya vibaya, maybe, I don't know, government is bad, economy is bad, what are they doing? They are expanding. They have expanded. they are in Kisumu now, they're in Mombasa. In the same time period, there's this lady, she's called Jojo, she sells suits. We've seen her expanding. How is it possible that some people are expanding when others are experiencing the worst of times? In the same, it is because these people have decided to embrace digital. This is also, this is a Nigerian, I'm not sure you guys know this person, but this is also just a random content creator. He was an influencer, but instead of doing what influencers in Kenya do, where they just pose and do brand deals, he looks at businesses that have potential and he buys a part of them. And then he tells them, listen, I'm going to market for you. You're going to give me maybe a quarter of your business, something like that, right? These are people who have embraced digital. And why is it that they are able to make these milestones once you embrace digital? Because now imagine, let's say, for example, uko Kisumu. When you open your shop in Kisumu, only people in Kisumu who are passing through there can be able to see your products. But once you put your products on social media, on digital, you can be able to be seen by anybody in the entire country. That's much more eyeballs. That's much more attention to whatever you're selling. So obviously, you make more money, you get more customers. This is the beauty of digital, right? So time is money, guys. Time is money. We don't have, social media is not going to be an opportunity the way it is right now in maybe like 6-7 years to come. Advertisers are going to spoil it. So ni afadhali ufanye vitu haraka haraka. Now, before we start, I would like you guys to have these 2 mindset shifts that I need us to shift mentally so that you can be able to receive what I'm saying. Mindset shift number 1 is, one thing I've noticed about Kenyans ni ati sisi ni watu deals. Nataka kuchapa kadil hapa, kadil pale. Hii mwezi you're doing something different, next month you're selling something different. Sijui mara you're doing online writing, mara I don't know, you're doing surveys. So many things people are doing online. But the thing is, if you want to build something sustainable for yourself, something long term, if you want to get to a point where you finally have financial freedom, you cannot build that jumping from one thing to another. Kama wewe ni mtu wa hizo mavitu unarukaruka, this is not for you. You are not the person who we can move forward with you. Sawa, it's called the power of focus. The empire building mindset. That's what I need you to have. Sawa. The commitment principle. You need to change your mindset from hustling to building. Like I know sometimes when you're struggling financially, you cannot think beyond survival. Unataka tu upate pesa tu sahi. Lakini ukiendelea kukaa kwa hiyo mindset, you are always going to stay in survival mode. You are always going to operate from a place of lack. So you need to shift the way you think about how to get money. For example, imagine you started your own information business 3 years ago. Maybe ulichagua kitu kama parenting or women empowerment, whatever, right? Or maybe you even teach people how to kushona. You started doing that. Imagine where you could have been if you started maybe like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and you stuck with it. You said, I'm going to be the best in this. I'm going to get better at this. I'm what it takes. Saizi ungekuwa mbali sana, right? Think about it. In 3 years, mtu mmoja amekuwa kirukaruka from one thing to another. Na mtu mwingine amestick with one thing and they have tried their best to figure it out. Those 2 people will be in completely different places when you look at in the long term. Massive success comes from depth, not scattering. It comes from building. from ownership, the builder's mentality. Poor and distracted people chase many small opportunities at once. Builders commit to one vision long enough to turn it into something massive. Wealth is not built through constant switching. Empires are built through focus, depth, and consistency. And this business model that I'm showing you, I believe that it's one of the easiest things that you can build. Okay? I'm not saying that it's get rich quick scheme. In the beginning, obviously, you're going to put in a little bit of effort. There's a lot also you also need to learn. But with time, it can become a completely automated business. It can be the kind of business where you only like work 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, but obviously it's going to take a process. Yeah, let me show you what AI can do. Let me look. There's a wealth table I had told AI to create for me, ndio niwaonyesha to drive this point home. So unaona, this is cloud AI. It's just like ChatGPT. Sijui kama mko na AI kwa simu zenu. It's completely free. You can use it, okay? So I told Cloud to show me the richest men in the world. These are billionaires, so that you can see to prove the point that I'm telling you, that if you want to make money, you want to build something, you have to commit at least a period of time. Acha nisome. Let me take a small picture hapa ndio nitaonyesha watu wenye hawajakuja FOMO. Haya, let's look at the richest people in the whole world. Sawa sawa ndio muone. You cannot build anything when you're jumping from one thing to another. Look at these. I'm going to read the ones that we know. Haya, but tuanze tu. Hapa, the first person, Klaus Michael. So this is billionaire hashtag number 47, industry logistics. That business was started 136 years ago. Net worth, $46 billion. So you can see we were not even born. None of us were born. That is why he's able to have such a high net worth, because he's a part owner of a business that has been doing the same thing for over 100 years. That tells you that they know a lot about this logistic business. That's why they are probably one of the best companies. Let's look at this one. Najua mnajua. L'Oreal. I think it's a beauty company, L'Oreal. It's manufacturing, right? Haya, so this is, I don't know how to pronounce. Mayors. This business has been in the same business for 117 years. That is why this major owner here has such a high net worth, because of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? Look at Chanel, right? You guys know Chanel, the company, the luxury brand. This business was started 116 years ago. You can see this is the owner of the company, one of the owners. What is the net worth? $53 billion. Simnaona. If you want to make real money, you have to stick, you have to build. And these people are owners. Wezi enda kwa platform ati now your main gig ni kutengeneza pesa from a platform where they pay you to survey. You're not building anything. You're not the owner of that platform. They can eliminate you. Your kitu inaweza disappear one day. You wake up and you find that platform is gone. But when you have your own digital business that you are growing, it is yours. You are an owner. That is much more solid than kwenda kufanya hizo vitu watu wanafanya sijui writing manini, right? Which other industry do we know? Walmart, right? We all have heard about Walmart. It's a family company. You can see the owners here, Alson Walton, Rob Walton, Jim Walton. They're all billionaires. Why are they billionaires? Because this industry, this business of theirs, they've been in business for 64 years. So they have figured out how to be the best. Look at Nike. This is the major owner of Nike. You all know Nike, the sports brand. Ya viatu, sports brand, sportswear. It's manufacturing. It was started 62 years. Sawa sitaki kushindia kwa hii point. But as you can see, of recent, the most recent billionaires now, they're billionaires because of tech and social. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook was started 22 years ago. That's why this is his net worth, $216 billion. Look at Elon Musk.
Niko na shanga, mtu wako anapigwa napenduka hivi, sioni simu. Kwani nimeweka kwa
you guys, ebu mujimute. We want to give you your privacy. Tutaki kusikia mambo za kwenu, but simeona point. Umeona point? If you want to build something, you want to get to a point where you have real FU money, you have to have ownership, something that is yours, something that you are building. Sawa sawa. Aya, let's go to the next point. Naona kuna mtu amenini. Aya, tuendelee na presentation yetu. Ala. And my presentation, I was talking about AI. You see cloud AI. Imagine you just talked to it. I just told it, give me a table of the top billionaires. Give me this information. Na inakutengenezea tu. You don't have to be a graphic designer. AI just makes everything easier for you. At a presentation, I've made it with Canva. Canva is free, the free version. And it's so easy to create a presentation. So very much easy. Everything is on easy mode sahi. Sasa ukikosa kutengeneza pesa online, it's because you're not applying yourself. Now I have to start. Ninatafuta tab na already ndo hii hapa. Sawa. Let's continue. Simeona. That is one of the secrets. You have to be your owner. You have to have something that is yours. And of late now, the new billionaires, it's because of social and tech, digital. Sawa. Yeah, so I want to challenge you. Have you ever given your blood, sweat, and tears into something, right? For parents in the house, you say you love your children. Well, prove it. Have you ever built something? Have you ever stayed with one thing and said, I'm going to figure this out until I make it, until I figure it out, right? So there was a period of time where there was the gold rush. Sijui kama mnakumbuka the gold rush. It happens in the 1800s. So somebody discovered there was gold in California. So everyone in the entire world, they were selling their property to go to California, buy land in California so that they can dig for gold. People were willing to risk their lives, digging caves, digging rivers, just for the chance at wealth. Now, where you don't have to do all these things. All you need to is take digital seriously and decide, I'm going to build something of my own online. You don't need to sacrifice anything. Uko na Wi-Fi, uko na smartphone, that's enough, right? You missed gold, you missed crypto, you missed the influencer rush. Do you want to miss out on AI? No. So, right, you need to have that mindset of going all in, doing your best always, and committing and building something. Sawa. Mindset number 2 ni, you have to have an entrepreneurial mindset. Sawa. If you want to take the real advantage, if you want to really take advantage of digital, you have to go with an entrepreneurial mindset, not the employee mindset, because here you are creating your own opportunity. You are not coming online and hoping that the gods of the internet are going to give you money into your account. It doesn't happen that way, right? Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook is not going to miraculously put money in your account. That's not how it works. Social media, AI, these are just tools that you use, right? These are tools that you use to grow your own something that you have. Sawa. Yeah, so what do I mean when you have to have the entrepreneurial mindset? Number 1, you have to start being the source, right? Make things happen. You need to have that mindset. You have to become an inventor, as in improvement. Look around, look at what people are struggling with and come up with a solution for them. Now, si lazima you be like some brilliant thing. This is something you start training your mind, pole. And with time, you're going to be seeing opportunities left, right, and center. Right? Create something from nothing. That is resourcefulness, using what you have, using the knowledge that you already have. You cannot have the victim mindset. Nobody is going to come and give you money for nothing. Nobody is coming to make your life better. You have to make it happen. I need you to take the driver's seat. Think like that. Think like, be the source. Earn your keep, no free, all these things. Become a producer, not just a consumer. Don't be lazy, try things, cultivate independent thinking, embody an empress or an emperor. That's it. You have to think like an emperor. Think like the king. Think like you're the president. Sawa. Think like that. Take that seat. Sawa. Put that crown. You need to sit here. Sit on that throne. You are the end all, and you are the beginning and the end of everything. Sawa. You create things, you look around, see opportunities, take advantage of, because the truth is, what happens in your life or what doesn't happen in your life, it's because of you. Sawa, nataka kila mtu saizi from now on put on that crown, standing. I'm talking to people who are on that seat, on the throne. Sawa sawa. Yeah. There's something I created here on Cloud AI, a visual. Wacha hiyo tutakaa sana. Let's continue. In the changing world, learning to think like an entrepreneur is how you'll be able to secure your future and take advantage of the digital tools like AI and social media. So let's get started. Let me take a picture for this kuonyesha watu nimeingia. Next. Haya, I believe that 2026 is the year of the shovel. What do I mean by the year of the shovel? So you remember we talked about the gold rush. During the gold rush, guess who made the most money? Guess who made the most money? It is not the people who are digging for gold. Are there some people who actually discovered gold? Yes, but the people who actually made the most money are the people who are selling shovels. Because now everybody is digging for gold. These people are like, oh, so you all want to dig for gold? Nice, you need the shovels. So they started selling shovels. They were selling easy jeans, ngumu, the overalls, and all the gears for digging for gold. Those are the people who actually built generational wealth, guys. Now, this is the business we are in. We are in the business of selling shovels. This is what I'm telling you. I'm teaching you. Information business. You're simply showing people how to do things. You're selling the shovels, and you're the people who make the most amount of money. And why it could allow you with the right approach to make the easiest money
amenyamaza.
ever.
Sisi ni kuandika na kicheko huko.
Next. Yeah, and why for most Kenyans, 2026 will be the worst year yet. Now, if you want to see if a country is doing well, if you want to see if times are good, these are the metrics you look for. You look for, are people sleeping? You look for this. Kuna hii kitu nataka kutoa hapa. You look at how people are sleeping. People are sleeping less, people are worrying more. Depression rates are up, suicide rates are up, addiction rates are sky high. This is to tell you that things are really not good. Things are not good. And to make matters worse, it is unlikely 2027 will magically rebalance things. In fact, if I had to bet, 2027 will be even worse. Often, the real effects of catastrophic events don't show themselves until 12 to 24 months after the event occurs. Now we are talking about the oil crisis. And then next year we have elections. So things are not, ukifikiria economy itakuwa nzuri, si sahi. Not yet. So there's a chance this bumpy ride is going to get a whole lot bumpier. Now, what does this mean for you who is listening to me? In the world of the insane, a sane person becomes infinitely more valuable. If you cannot handle chaos, what is already hard for you in normal circumstances becomes much, much harder. Sometimes the best way to help yourself is to throw yourself into a meaningful project that helps others or something that helps you. Now, when things are bad, it's usually double-edged, the double-edged sword of desperation, meaning there's two sides. On one side, when people are desperate, sadly, it is true that when there's blood on the street, there's money to be made. Think about COVID times. Those were times of desperation. Guess what? We had COVID billionaires. That's the other side of when things are bad, there's actually money to be made. Desperate people are more likely to take more risks and buy more things. You'd think that when the economy is bad, people are saying they don't have money, that they are not buying things. It's actually the opposite. They buy more things. Why? Because they're trying to make themselves feel better. So for you, this is actually the perfect time to start something and put something in front of people. Because people will buy, people are operating from emotions, they impulse buy. This is actually the best time for you to sell things. For better or worse, the more desperate a person is, the easier it is to sell them something. It is one of these things that don't seem to make sense. It's like the issue of having kids. The poorer people are, the more children that they actually have. It's so weird. You'd think that people would think, now that I don't have money, wacha nisipate watoto wengi, but it's the opposite. Hawana pesa, they even get even more children. Ndio unakuta wako na 8 children, 7 children, 10 children. But then, as you see, as the people get richer and richer, they actually have few kids. So weird. It's one of those things that don't make sense. So when times are bad, it's actually the perfect time for you to start something and sell it because people will buy, right? Yeah, so also you need to also protect yourself. because you are still human. You're being affected with the climate of this negativity we have. Now, so far, I have still not introduced myself. My name is Caroline Wairimu Maricho. This is my full name. This is me. I'm sure you've seen this picture. It's my profile picture for WhatsApp. This is me. And my baby, this is me when I used to be a prison warden. Yeah, I did have an 8 to 5 job, you guys. So this is still me. I know how to use a rifle. This is also me. Kutuko. Let me play this video. Mahali huku tuko, me and my colleagues, we are actually, the courts, mahali watu wanaendanga kusikiza kesi zao. Under it, there's actually dungeons. This is where we take the prisoners to go listen to their kesi zao. So hapa ndio nilikuwa nikachukua hiyo video. Yeah, this is also still me with my baby. Yeah, I used to be a prison warden. I'm not. Oh, is someone who wants to say something? Yes. I've seen someone raising their hand. Aya, tuendelee. Ni kama ilikuwa by mistake. Yeah, so nilikuanga prison warden and I was not happy, so I decided to start this side business. Okay, let me see. Kuna mtu alikuwa anataka kusema kitu. Thanks. Yeah, baby's so cute. Babies are so cute. So I decided to start this side business, guys. This is selling supplements. Hii tulikuwa tunauza products za aloe vera. It was a company where they pay you 30% commissions. So I did this. Yeah, you can see. Naona watu, let me play this video. So that's me. Nilikuwa natoa watu kwa social media, nawaita a health and wellness something, tunawafunza kuhusu diabetes, kuhusu nini, and then we sell them the products. It was a lot of work. So when I decided to start this business, I was supposed to buy my first stock yangu ya kwanza, and it was 51,000 shillings. So I took a loan and I bought stock yangu ya hizi supplements. And then in the house, once nimeshaongelesha marafiki zangu wote na family members, these products were a little bit expensive. So sikusongesha mingi, watu hawakununua. So nikabaki hapo with so many products, and I was like, I need to get my money back so that I can pay hii pesa nilikuwa nimeomba. That's when I realized I needed to understand marketing. I needed to know how to sell my products. No, this one is forever. This one is forever living. Haya, sasa ndio nikafikiria, oh my God, I need to understand how to sell to strangers. So that's how I got exposed to the information business. Because remember, me, I'm a prison warden. Nobody in my family was an entrepreneur. I don't know about selling things. I don't know about building a brand online. I didn't know anything. So I went online. I started looking for people who are teaching about digital marketing, right? I bought courses on digital marketing. I bought so many. In fact, I have so many books in my house on marketing and all these things. That's when I got exposed to the information business. I did not know it exists. This is literally just a whole world where people are buying and selling information. Because these people who I was buying these information products from, these people were making millions from selling like ebooks. They were selling I've attended so many master classes on how to sell online. So many. And I was like, wait a minute, I think I like this information business. And at the time, I had gotten so good at marketing. I was selling those. Nilikuwa nauza hizo ma aloe vera na hizo ma tooth gel. Kuna tooth gel ya aloe vera fluoride free. Nilikuwa nauza up until I even decided to leave my job because I was already making money with this business. And so I looked at the information business model and I was like, this is so much better than what I'm doing currently, right? I was doing the supplements. Because one thing, it's still like some sort of employment because you have to deal with company politics, the company changes, compensation plans, alafu unakuta they have discontinued a product and now you have to learn how to sell another different product. You have to now start accumulating customers wa hiyo products mpya yenye uko nayo. I lost clients because I couldn't give them the skincare. Iko out of stock. I was like, you know what? I'm so tired of dealing with all this drama. I'd rather build something of my own. And at that point, I had acquired the skill of selling online. So that's how I got into the information business. And this is what I do. So let's talk more about the information business. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is a pyramid scheme, but I wouldn't say that easy network marketing. I wouldn't say it's a scam. Junaona, like you're selling real products, and these products ni poa. Ni ati, one thing about easy pyramid scheme na network marketing, like the people who benefit are the people who get in fast, like wale wa kwanza kabisa. Nyi wengine mkijoin nyuma nyuma, ni stress tu. Alafu they tell you that you are your own boss, but you're not really your own boss, because you have to deal with the managers, you have to deal with office politics, you have to deal with team meetings. There are some things you have to do, like ukitaka kufanya mambo yako, kugrow business yako kivyako, like they don't like that. It's too much to deal with. Harry, I really stress this. Harry is something you're building of your own, because it's yours. You learn so much. It's just better. Yeah, I'm teaching about AI, guy. And I was telling you my story, how I ended up in the information business. Wacha tuendelee. So that's how I was hooked. I shifted from the business I was doing, supplements, and I shifted completely to an information business. So let's continue with what this business is. It's called the e-learning industry. Sawa. And let's look at the numbers of the e-learning industry. As you can see, these graphs, it tells you that the e-learning industry is it's actually growing. It's a growing industry. As you can see here, these are stats for 2025, the 2026 bado zitatoka. So in 2025, 549 billion shillings were paid into the e-learning market, e-learning industry. So what does this mean? It means if it's 549 billion, divide 300 by 65, nikisema it's a billion a day, it's a billion a day industry. What it means, you see, like today, leo peke yake, people from all over the world wametoa pesa kwa mfuko, and they've bought information online, and all that money has been accumulated to be 1 billion plus every day. Do you realize how big of an industry it is? And in 2020, 2034, you can see the projections. You can go Google these on your own, right? Just go look at the people who do like the research companies. This is how big the information industry is growing online, the e-learning industry. So you can be sure that you're not entering in an industry that's dying, right? There's so much money going around. Think about it. Leo tu, by the time tunaenda kulala, people have removed money from their pockets. People have removed money from their pockets, and imefika 1 billion. People have bought information online. So you might as well pick a piece of the pie. Hiyo pesa yote si kidogo ikuje kwako. Because whether you are in the information business or not, people are going to continue buying from the e-learning industry. So you might as well have your own digital product. Sawa. So what is an information product? What's an information product? Number one, you have ebook. You have ebooks. This is like written things, PDFs, small ebooks, like 10 pages. These are things that you can create. And then we have audio products. These are people who record things, like literally just audio. You record and then you package it and then you sell it. And then we have video product. We have like mini courses. We have full-blown courses. We have master classes. We have sessions like this session. This is a digital product. This is an information product. Master classes, one-on-one coaching programs, group coaching programs, online challenges, like the challenges people do online and like you pay. Challenges, boot camps, so many things that you can create as information products, all right? So creating an information product is actually very easy. You can use this free tool. Canva is a free tool. Google Docs is a free tool. We have platforms like, these are famous platforms like Udemy, Kajabi. This is where, like, if you're doing like a full-blown course, you put them here. There's so many platforms. There's so many platforms that are purely for digital products. Like there's a platform called Warp. So many people just go there to specifically to buy digital products. It's like a marketplace. You see, like there we have Facebook marketplace. We also have a marketplace for digital products. Sawa. Now, tukiongelelea ati watu wananunua information online, right? When we talk about e-learning, when you talk about information business, what information are people buying online? What are the topics? Listen, sasa, you guys should like be a little bit patient. Hata ungoje uone what I have to offer. I've told you I'm teaching step by step how to start your own info business. Like what packages? I'm not selling any package. Like, haya, tuendelee. So these are what people are buying from the online space. Sawa. Because some of you might be intimidated. You're like, but I'm not a teacher. I'm not an expert in like this big thing. You know, what can people buy from me? People are actually buying very random things. Like, for example, health and wellness. Information about their health, about their wellness. Examples are like what? Like I've seen people doing meal plans. Like for example, you can do meal plans for people with diabetes, meal plans for people with ulcers, meal plan for people with high blood pressure, meal plan for women dealing with hormonal imbalance. Like so many when it comes to health and just wellness, right? We have people creating meditation audios, right? All these things, just wellness things you can create. The list is endless. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, you can build an entire information business around this topic, health and wellness. Next, style and beauty. This is something you've seen people doing, right? People are teaching other people how to do makeup. People are teaching other people how to do wigs. People are teaching other people like level up. I've seen this content on TikTok and YouTube, how to level up, how to style your body shape, things like that, right? Even like mindset and leveling up, these are things that you can talk about in style and beauty. People are buying information on style and beauty. Next, sex, love, and intimate relationships. We have actually seen some people doing this. This is a very big industry. Relationships. So many. So many when it comes to all this. You can create information products around this, right? Next, parenting and family. You can talk about these if this is something that you're interested in, right? Next, life purpose. Life purpose, for example, how to reinvent yourself. You can talk about this. You can talk about people who are feeling maybe you're passionate about teaching people how to find their mission in life, how to live purposeful lives. You can create information business around these things, business and entrepreneurship, corporate training and consulting, career and professional skill development. So if you're here and you have actual experience in like in a profession, you're an expert in something, you can build an information business around just showing people your expertise, right? And even if you're not an expert, you are a beginner, you can take any topic and just make it your thing, right? There's people creating information products on real estate, money and finances, retirement and legacy. This is big in Kenya. I've seen so many people selling budget planners. I have actually personally bought a program on how to invest. I actually bought when I used to be a prison warden, I bought a course on how to invest because I was feeling like this money I'm getting is not enough. How do I build wealth? And I thought that if you want to build wealth, first of all, you need to like invest. And then when I did that program ya kuinvest, that's when I realized that my money, hata nikisave miaka ngapi, bado ni kidogo. Then I realized that I had a problem of an income problem. I needed to be making more money per month if I wanted to build wealth, because me, I want a big life. So you see, people are selling these things on money and finances, retirement and legacy, time management and productivity, right? How to build habits. There's this author of a book called Atomic Habits. He has literally built an entire empire just talking about habits, how to have good habits in your life, how if you want to change habits, what do you do? This is how you do it. Like productivity. I know a lady who has built an entire empire just talking about resiliency, how to be resilient. She teaches women how to be resilient. Do you see? You just need to pick a thing, make it your thing, and then build out an entire info business around it. Think about personal growth, skill development, religion, faith, spirituality, home improvement, organizing, survival, sustainability, art, hobby, sports, animals and pets, education, non-profit, and social responsibility. The idea here is you can even decide, I just want to talk about peanuts. Peanut ikuwe kitu yako, you teach recipes on recipes za cake za peanut, nini, health benefits, and then create information products around that. You just be creative. In fact, let's do that thing, ya peanuts. The important thing is that you choose your thing, and then I'm going to show you how you can build an entire thing from that one thing. Ebu tuende kwa ChatGPT. Let's go to AI and see screen yangu inakwama. Let's see, maybe somebody here loves peanuts very much. Can you be able to grow an entire business from peanuts? Let's see. Hey, laptop yangu imekwama guys. Haya. Cha tuende kwa Sijui nifanye nini. It's okay, don't worry. Yeah. Let's go to ChatGPT and let's look at, wacha tuone vile you can build out an info business around peanuts. There's someone here who says they love waru. Wacha tujaribu hiyo ya waru. Sawa. Haya, you go. You generate ideas. AI itakusaidia. Haya. I want, ama wacha tupeane jina yako. Unaitwa nani? Unaitwa nani? Essie. So, Essie wants to build an information business. Elsie wants to build an information business around potatoes. Around potatoes. She really loves potatoes. Give me examples of, so I'm going to give it a prompt that is very beginner friendly. Ndio usifikiria na you have to go buy a whole course on how to operate AI. You can just do it mahali huko. She really loves potatoes. Give me examples of digital products she can create that are fast selling. Also, build out a backend monetization machine for her business. Let's see what it's going to come up with. Haya. You guys can see the screen. If Essie genuinely loves potatoes, that's actually a stronger business opportunity than most people realize. The mistake most people make is trying to sell information about potatoes. The money is in helping people make money, save money, and solve problems using potatoes. Let's see. Fast-selling digital products, beginner farmer products, how to grow potatoes in small spaces. You see? She can do an ebook, all these balcony and backyard gardening. But this is a thing, right? You can teach people how to grow potatoes in their own home in small spaces. Next, you can do potato farming for beginners, step-by-step guide. You can create a step-by-step guide. You can create a seed to harvest, like the whole process when it comes to potato farming. You can do a 90-day potato farming blueprint, potato farming budget calculator. Ooh, right? Potato disease identification guide. Potato yield booster secrets, potato variety selection guide, potato farming record book. Okay. Money making products. So these were products for farming. You see, it has even section for us. So these are other products for money making products. How to make 100,000 shillings per season growing potatoes. Potato farming business plan template. How to supply hotels and restaurants, finding buyers before planting, potato value addition guide. Oh, so these are like potato value addition guides. It's like how can you make money from potatoes? Maybe kuna mtu kwao wanakuwa tu na mawaru mingi. You can give them a guide on how they can utilize the potatoes. Potato aggregation business, potato farming, side hustle. Next, consumer products. You can do 100 potato recipes, healthy potato meal plan, air fryer potato recipe collection, potato weight loss recipes, potato meal prep guide, right? Like you can do for the people who love potatoes, but then they are told if you want to lose weight, you lazima uachane na potatoes, nini. You can create like potato which are safe for weight loss, which are healthy, nini, what you can mix with. Right? High tickets products, Potato Profit Academy. So this is a lot in farming, land preparation, seed selection, fertilization, marketing. So this is like literally how somebody can profit from growing and selling potatoes, potato business accelerator, group coaching, help farmers increase yields, access markets, build profitable operations. Yeah, so back-end monetization machine. You can see like checklists, guides, ebooks, all these things, all these things. Mhm. Haya, umeona, you can see how you make money with potatoes. So this is an exercise like unaendelea, you continue prompting ChatGPT, you continue prompting mpaka inaanza kukupea ideas zenye zinakubamba. Sawa, that's how you do it. Just pick something. Okay, if you want to start your own info business, you want to build your own digital empire, just pick something and then you can build something so big from that one thing that you're talking about. Sawa, you just gotta use AI ndio ikupe your creativity. You just need to be creative about it. So why is it that the e-learning is an industry that's just going to continue growing and growing and growing? Because number one, traditional learning is dead. Basically, people are realizing that the old school of doing things, the old school of making money, the old school of how we used to get jobs, that is dying. Like right now, the job market is shit. So you need to create opportunities for yourself. So people are going online to look for information. And also, the reality is the most valuable lessons we learn in life, we don't learn them from school. We have all gone to school, but the life skills, these things hatukufunzwa. So you can actually teach people about it. Think about it. Parenting, we're not taught anything about that. Self-development, relationships, hygiene, beauty. Hizi vitu hatukufunzwa shule. How to manage money, how to manage stress, how to manage your house. Anything, hizi vitu zote that actually matters in real life, those things you are not taught in school. And so that is why people are buying info online, because they are going through problems and they need solutions. Why don't you be the solution? Just pick something. Sasa. The thing about selling info products, it's as close to creating wealth from thin air as I've seen. Yeah. There's this celebrity, Yami Mami, sikumbuki vile anaitwa jina yake real. She did a master class on how to get followers on Instagram. She made like 1 million. Like this is the reason why celebrities are doing master classes left, right, and center, because it's literally money you're making from thin air. A master class, she had so many people sign up. She was selling for like 10K or something. She made like, you could see with the attendance, she made like a couple of millions from just master class. So why don't you do it? Si lazima ukuwe celebrity. You just need to start your own thing and then grow it. I had a lady last class alikuwa na already she had an ebook of women empowerment, like healing whatever for women, and I was like, that's a good thing. She's grown her account to 18K followers, like nice growth. You can package your experience or passions into information products. Yeah, maybe there's something you went through in your life and you are able to solve it for yourself. You can package it, because I promise you there's someone somewhere who's going through the exact same thing that you're going through. So you can package it and sell it. Okay. Also, if you're passionate about something, figure out a way you can create an entire information business around it. If you had a calling, maybe to teach people about like spirituality, now you have a way to monetize it. Just create an info business around it, and you can be able to follow your passions. You can be able to follow your dreams. Haya, I'm seeing there's somebody. We are, oh my, we are tuko karibu kumaliza. Sawa, usiende mahali. Haya, now in the spirit of kuharakisha, I had true or false questions that prepared for you. Sijui tufanye ama niwape majibu. Let me see in the comment section. Mko na haraka sana. Do you want to see this Q&A session? Nimewa prepare true or false questions. Ni maswali 4 tu. Aya, sawa. Umesema tufanye. Tunafanya. Number 1. You have to be good at marketing to be able to sell information products. Oh, true or false? You have to be good at marketing to be able to sell information products. I'm gonna give you just 5 seconds. Sawa. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is true. I'm not gonna lie. You do have to have some knowledge in marketing, but good thing is that you have me, right? However, there's an astonishingly easy hack to a certain type of marketing that I can teach you in a few short minutes that can quickly bring in money regardless of experience. You just need to know somebody who's got a shortcut. Sawa, si lazima you read all the books and do all the courses that I personally did. I can just show you like the meat, the things that you only need to know. Okay? Oops. Sawa, haya. Next, you need to be an expert to create an information product. Is this true or false? True or false? Haya, nawapea 5 seconds. False, 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 false. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. Acha niwaambie jibu. The answer is false, guys. You don't need to be an expert. In fact, you just need to be one step ahead of somebody, because when you're one step ahead of someone, you understand someone much, much more better. Sawa sawa. Let's say, for example, you want to get to a point where you want to be making 200,000 from your online business per month. You can't go and ask Elon Musk, someone who is a multi-billionaire. The reason is that person is far ahead. Yeye hata hajui vile, hajui mashida zenye unapitia. That person already does that. They don't know your limitation. Actually, people don't actually like karibu now, you know? Like you just one step ahead of you. That's a marketing advantage. Sawa sawa. In fact, there's a way to turn tables on the normal gurus in any market. And yeah, like you want to move to 200K, amria atakuelewa, ataona ni vitu gani zenye unafanya wrong. Anakumbuka how it was like being at that stage. Sawa sawa. Next question, true or false? With all the free information out there is less demand to buy information products. What do you think? What do you think? True or false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. False, 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 false. Haya. Wacha niwaambie. True. False. In fact, the opposite is true. The information business has exploded with sales, 148 business. It's a buying frenzy out there right now, and it's time you cashed in on the hottest growing market. It's a growing industry. And also, when there's a lot of free information, guess what happens? People get confused. Like I've been trying to potty train my child. Kienda YouTube, people are saying different. I was scrolling on whatever, Facebook, Instagram, and I see somebody is actually teaching moms how to potty train. I would buy, because number one, huyu ni mtu naweza pigia simu nimuulize nifanye nini, yani there's a personal touch. But Kenyan market is so green. People are not building real information business. There's a lot of junk in Kenya, too much nonsense and too much gossip. So, usijali. In fact, the more free content there is, the better for you, because now people will be so confused and they are like, I'm not going to consume all this content. I'd rather pay this person aniambie step by step. Next, wapea jibu, true or false? All the good product ideas have been taken. It's false. Every day there are droves and droves of new customers who are looking for products that don't exist and are leaving empty-handed, disappointed. They can't spend money with someone like you. Just look at the new opportunities with AI, right? True or false? Speed is more important than ever when it comes to cashing in on the enormous profits waiting online for your claim, for you to claim as rightfully yours. It's important. Speed is very, very much important, which is our focus today. Sawa, let's go to the 3 steps I talked about. How to start your info business in 3 steps. Now, there's step number 1, which is called create an irresistible offer. You to present it to a thirsty crowd. Wacha tuendelee. Step 1. Kama uko hapo, you're like, this is a good idea. What do I do next? Step 1, you need to know how to create an irresistible offer. Now, as a beginner, you might not understand how big of a deal this is, but it's actually a very big deal because people have written entire books about this. Look at this. It's called The Irresistible Offer. This is another 100 million offers. It's actually a real skill to be able to create. So what is an irresistible offer? This is literally just how you package your digital product. You package it in a way that when somebody hears the name of your digital product, they're like, I have to get that product. They have to understand the problem you solve for them. It's just packaging. Sasa, this is what I mean. You don't want to create a digital product where nobody wants, and now you are a beggar. You're just begging people, please buy. No, that's not what you want. This is the scenario you want. You want everybody to be like, me. I want that. I want that. I want to buy that. So that is the importance of creating an irresistible offer, and to be able to create a good product that most people want. Number one, you have to understand how money is made, right? How is money made? Because I've actually realized people don't know how money is made. Money is made in only one way, guys. One way. You have to exchange something valuable for money. If you want to make money, step number one, have something that someone else is willing to offer, to pay for. It's an exchange. When I was a prison warden, what was I exchanging for money? My labor, my time, right? That is what I was exchanging for to get paid money at the end of every month. And then I started doing the supplement business. What was I getting paid for? The supplements. I'm going to give you this aloe vera tooth gel and you give me 1,500. That's it. That is the only way money is made, guys. You have to have something of valuable that someone else is willing to pay for. It could be your labor, your time, your expertise. In this case, we are talking about digital products. So you can't just create a digital product and expect people to buy. You have to think, what would someone be willing to pay for? And then you create something that someone else will be willing to pay for. Because think about it, all the money you want, right? All the money you want to make is in someone else's pocket. So you need to figure out a way that you can make these people give you money. You have to have something that they want, something that they will be willing to pay for, right? That is the only way to make money. Because when it comes to making money online, people think that something magic happens. Online spaces, social media, AI, these are just tools. These are just tools for you to communicate what you have. It's just tools that you're using. So in this case, our valuable thing is a digital product. And then you're going to put it out there, and then people are going to pay you for it because it's valuable. You're going to create something valuable. So obviously, step one, tuliongelelea, just pick a topic, pick something and make it your thing. And then be creative about the digital product. So there's a quote I love about a guy. This person was really famous in the business world. He says, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people to get what they want. It's just creating a product that helps other people. If you can create a good product that most people want, that are valuable, you're going to make enough money for yourself. So yeah, we already did it in real time. Alafu naona mko na haraka, so we are not going to get into that. Now, the trick to success is picking the right problems to solve and solving those problems in the simplest yet most powerful ways. Sawa. It has to be better than free, obviously. Pain before gain, instant gratification, hyper-specific. Hyper-specific is like that example I show you. You can do 30-day meal plan for women above the age of 40 suffering with hormonal imbalance. That's how you do it, being specific. Sawa. Who's more likely to spend money, guys, here? We have Thomas, a brighter, whiter smile. This person just wants a brighter, whiter smile. Jane has a crippling toothache. Who is more likely to spend money? Maybe you have a digital product on dental health, teaching people how to take care of your teeth, whatever. Who's likely to spend more money? You need to create a product that helps people get rid of toothaches. This one is more likely to be bought than this person is just teaching people how to have a brighter, whiter smile. Just chagua mtu mwenye anasafa, and then exactly Jane, right? Jane is going to buy that money. Jane is going to buy that product because she's suffering and you're eliminating her problem. Yeah. Next, big money-making secret. You can actually take a bestseller book, gut 95% of its content, honing on that one thing that someone can apply today, and now you can offer an immediate win. I know someone who did this. There's a book called How to Talk to Kids, How to Talk So Kids Will Listen, Listen So Kids Will Talk. So this is a parenting book. Think about it. Most parents are not busy. They don't have time to read a 300-page book. So you can take such a book, and then you condense it, you summarize it, and AI is going to help you do this, right? And which one is easier to sell, a history lesson or an outcome? So the history lesson here is the entire book, your 300 pages. And you'll find that you might, as a person who loves to read books, you can read an entire book and you're like, why did I need to read all these things? There was only one point that is important, right? So you can take a book and just summarize, take the most important pieces, and then put it in an ebook. And people will actually buy your ebook more because they are like 10 pages. I can read 10 pages and it's helping me solve a specific problem. So this one is gonna sell more. Sawa sawa. Mmeanza kuona vile mnaweza tengeneza digital products. Who else wants to get paid to solve problems and help others, right? For someone who cannot sleep at night, what's a good night sleep worth, right? You can make insomnia your thing, right? Help people have good sleep. People have built entire empires actually just talking about how important it is to have a good night's sleep, how to help people with insomnia, You can create an entire empire around just teaching people how to sleep better, right? Do they care if the solution they paid for to get that good night's sleep was only a few pages long? No, they don't care. They just care that you can help them solve whatever it is that they are going through. And even if you're not an expert, you're not a scientist, ukiamua, from today, I'm going to be helping people with their sleep. And from today, maybe every day, 1 hour, you're just researching about sleep. With AI, it's going to be so much easier because it will automatically lead you to the research that has already been done, right? Kwanzia leo, in the next 30 days, if you commit to learning more about sleeping, about insomnia, in 30 days, you will know more about how to sleep better than 90% of the population. This is facts. If you can just commit to getting good at that one thing. And at the end of that whole time you've done that research, now you can create a small ebook. You can actually start doing ads and start talking about how to help people get their sleep. Because the thing why information products sell is because people don't have time to be experts at everything. Remember, mtu maybe a typical parent, akona watoto, akona job, right? They wake up early, they take their kids to school, go to work, and then they come late in the evening and they deal with kids and whatever. They don't have time to learn more about sleep. They don't have time to learn more about parenting. They don't have time to learn more about relationships. The only time they have is to actually get better at their specific profession. If someone is a doctor, if someone is a lawyer, this person only has time to be better at becoming a lawyer. They have no time to learn about all these other things, about health, about sleep. So they need other people who can go very niche. Like if someone has spent time researching about sleep, they'll buy a digital product because it's like a small ebook, 10 pages. I can read this and I can implement this in my life. So don't feel intimidated and feel like, if I can Google about insomnia, that means that someone else can Google. No, people don't have time. Think about a person. What does it take for one person to like be a healthy human being? You have to know so much. You have to know about putting wigs, about makeup, about clothes, about cooking, It's too much. We don't have time to become experts at everything. So if you have time, if you can make something your thing, you'll have people buying from you. Sasa. So yeah, money is calling. Pick up the phone. So after you've selected your thing, right? You have your digital product, you have your irresistible offer. Next is to think who you're going to sell it to. Think about Essie with the potatoes. Sasa fikiria, ni akina nani sasa sahi anafikiria anze biashara ya mawaru. I would sell all those guides maybe to people above the age of 40. I don't know. Somebody the age where maybe ameshanunua kashamba mahali na anafikiria hii shamba nitafanyia nini nayo, si nimeesha waru. So let's say maybe like women above the age of 40 or above the age of 35, you can sell to them. That's how you think. You don't just sell to everybody. You cannot sell like a farming guide to like students. No, you think about who will buy my product. So you select maybe women above the age of 40. That's a very good crowd because they already have money. They can pay you easily. And you can charge expensive and they'll buy because they have money. So that's step number 2. You have to think about presenting it to a thirsty crowd. Decide on the audience, and then you have to decide on the delivery vehicle of your message. How are you going to communicate? So number 1, you have your product here and you have your people, your audience. How are you going to communicate? That's the delivery vehicle. So number 1, you can do cold outreach. This is cold messaging people. This one is outdated now. There's so many scammers and people who are spamming people online. But kama huna, otherwise you can literally just message people. Message people, and you might be surprised that people will actually start responding. Yeah. I think by saizi ni saa ngapi? Watu wanauliza. I think by 12:45 tutakuwa tumemaliza. Acha niharakishe, sawa? You can do cold outreach. Number 2, you can do warm outreach. Warm outreach is whereby you reach out to people you know, your friends, your family, your acquaintances, and then you say to them, hey, I've started a business. I've started a digital business where I help, I don't know, well, maybe kama we are farming, right? Where I help women above the age of 40 start a potato farming business. And you tell them if they know someone who will be interested in, or if they know somebody who has a shamba somewhere that's just laying down and they're thinking about what to do with it. That's warm outreach, reaching out to your sphere of influence, people who know you. Number 3, you can do ads, advertisements. I think most of you are from my ads. Me, I like doing ads. You can do ads. Number 4, you can do content creation. Content creation is simply building a brand, an online brand where you create content. In this case of potato farming, you just take your phone and you start creating content on how to start potato farming, and then people will start reaching out to you and telling you to help them personally. That's how you grow something. Do you want to see examples of people who are building? Yeah, ads is amazing. Yep, ads is amazing. I also feel like content creation is amazing. Like building a personal brand just makes it easy for people to trust you. I just haven't had the time to do it. Do you guys want to see examples of people who built online brand and they're building digital businesses? Let me see. Niambieni ama kama mko na haraka ama you have time, go look at. Sawa. Essie says yes. Na watu wataanza kusema niko na favoritism. Someone else aseme. Mtu mwingine. Essie says yes. Haya, sawa. Let's look at people who are doing haya. Nice. Sawa. So I want us to go to TikTok. Sitawaonyesha mingi sana, but I literally created a TikTok account just to look at some of the people building info businesses. Haya, wacha tuanze na Wakenya. There's this lady, I found her account. Guys, I thought she does things to do with makeup. Kumbe, guess what she does? This is what I'm saying. You can literally create an information business around anything. So she's called Wamunoi. She's a Kenyan, I think Nimwembo or something. She has 2 kids. She's a single mom of 2 kids. She lives with her sister and she has a house help. And she manages her lifestyle through her online business. Guess what she does? Ati shamanic energy reader and healer. Guys, imagine na watu wanamlipa. Now she's a shaman. She's a healer. She read energies. And people are actually paying, and she's my age mate. She's 27 years old, and you're like, how are you paying a 27 years old to give you life advice? But people are paying her. Thank you, Mary. I should, yeah, right? Because I really created, Mary saying we're here to learn, don't rush too much, we don't want to leave. Yeah, because I really created these slides with the intention of going through all of them, but ni vile naona watu wakisema niharakisha nini. But simnaona, huyu anaitwa Wamunoi the Shaman, guys. And people are actually paying her to read their energy. Nimewahi ingia live yake. She charges, I don't know, 400 shillings for reading energy in the live. She does TikTok live. Alafu, she has now a backend structure. I'll show you guys how you build out a backend structure. So once you have a digital product, your first one, it shouldn't be the only one. You should have others like personal one-on-one coaching, hivyo yeye sasa akona hivyo, akona zenye ana charge at the live sijui 400 500, and then she does coaching programs at healing and I don't know what. So if you're there and you can like teach people like real stuff, you can be able to build an entire brand. So this is Wamunoi the Shaman. See, she has an info business and she makes a lot of money doing this. She has an entire family that she supports. Next, let's look at others. Let us look at others. Haya, there's Nangami Masaka. I'm sure you guys have, I don't know if you guys have seen this lady. This is Nangami Masaka. So she teaches women womb healing, something to do with womb healing and communication. Something to do with womb healing and communication, right? And she's built an entire thing. And one thing, once you solidify yourself as a person who knows about something, like for her, she's about women empowerment and womb healing, something. This is her second account. She had another account. I don't know what happened. She started another one. And because you had built out a reputation, people just follow you because they know you. This is what happens once you build something. Because if you choose something, right? Let's say you've chosen potatoes and made that your thing, right? People will be knowing you're the potato person. So they'll be looking for your name. They'll be looking once you grow and you even have your own website, they'll be looking for your name. And it's going to get to a point where you don't even struggle to sell your stuff. People just come looking for you. That's how you do it. You pick something and you build something out of it, right? There's a woman who does leveling up content. As you can see, she talks about just level up. She's looking very beautiful, very pretty. You can see once you have your online store, people can even purchase while you're asleep. This is a passive business. Once you build out your thing, people can actually purchase when you're asleep. Look at this. It's a bundle. I don't know. So this is like a bundle. It's like a PDF bundle. You can put together a PDF, a voice recording, maybe a video, and then you call it a bundle. She's selling it for $75.55. You can see. So I'm showing you how an online store looks like. This is her online store. Look at this. It's just random. Look at this. She has this first one for $75. She's selling this one for $55. This. And then you're also going to have a global business such that anywhere from the world, when people see you, they see your content, they see your ad, they can be able to come and they purchase without even hamjaongea na yeye, you've not had a sales call, nothing. They just buy once they find your page. This is the beauty of a digital business. Sawa. Yeah, nini by one tutakuwa tumemaliza. So guys, what do you mean how do you make money? See, people are buying your digital products, guys. People are buying your digital products from your online store. Higher. So this is what I was saying. Once you have your first digital product, you've sold your first digital product, you should sell these people something more, having a back-end structure. Now this is what I was saying. You see, like Wamunoi the Shaman, haya kwanza anakufanyia sijui energy reading ya 500, and then now a second class is where now you tell them I even have one-on-one coaching, or I have a master class, you sell them a second class. So this is where you make the most profit actually. Right? It's called the value ladder. Sawa. If you are to have a full-blown online business, if you are to grow a real digital empire, you can't just have one product. No, you have to have multiple offers, right? You start with a front end, a digital product, and then you go to maybe a masterclass, and then one-on-one coaching or consulting, and then maybe group coaching, and then maybe done for you services. Sawa, you have to have a value ladder, because a buyer is a buyer, somebody who wants to buy something from you, they are going to buy from you again and again and again and again. So you have to maximize that. Sasa, it's called the invisible online monetization machine. If you see somebody making money with an online business, just know, hiyo kitu yenye anakuzia kwanza, in fact, it's not even the main thing. the main money-making machine inakuanga huku nyuma. Once somebody gets into your ecosystem, so you have their number, you have their email, you can now sell them other things that you have. And once you pick a topic, right? Maybe you pick a topic like parenting, make it your thing. Once you start selling now that first digital product and you start interacting with customers, they'll start asking you even more questions, and then you get more ideas on different digital products that you have, that you can create. Unaanza kuona problems zingine watu wako nazo zenye hata huku unaona before. That's how with time you grow an entire empire. Sawa sawa, entire online empire. And then inafika point kama we were potato business, when it comes to, unaona hapa nyuma nilikuwa nimesema done for you service, right? Somebody can have the idea of maybe they want to farm the potatoes, but then they're like, they've gone through your entire product and then they're like, hii kazi yote sitaki kufanya hii kazi yote, si unifanyie. Now you have a done for you service. Right? Like for me in the future, once my baby starts going to school, I'm going to have a done for you service where I do marketing for the people who are doing online business. Because, not everybody wants to do their own ads. They're like, I don't want to do marketing for myself. So you do it for me. That's how you build out an entire digital business. Sawa. Acha ni go through this a lot. So kuna vitu zinaitwa upsells. Like for example, have you ever bought something online or it's a masterclass and all of a sudden they're like, buy the VIP ticket? That's an upsell. That's the person selling you more stuff so that they can make the most money by offering you more stuff. Or you buy something and then someone tells you, hii inaendaga vizuri na hii, nunua pia hii. That's a cross sell. And then there's a follow-up sale, right? Step 1, maybe you can package step 1 and then package step 2 and then sell it as a different product. And then we have continuity offers. You can actually create a community, right? Like a community of parents or like a community of potato farmers, and you make it a paid community where they pay every month to be in your community. See, that is disposable income because they're paying you every month and you're literally not doing anything new. You've not sold anything, but already you have money in your account when you have a continuity offer. We have package deals. We have consulting and coaching, done for you services, events, right? You can do events. Yeah, a minimum of 20 profit centers. The basic digital business. So what we have learned so far is, you've learned what an information business is. We've learned the entrepreneur mindset. You've learned how to discover the irresistible offer. You've learned understanding value. You've learned how to find the thirsty crowd, how to sell them a second class. So from now on, you have 2 choices. Sawa. Mpaka saizi, now that's the entirety of a digital business, of an information business. You've understood what it is, how you can grow it. So from here on, you can try to suffer through it all alone, or I could help you. Sawa. So I have something I call the launch code. It's a 1-week accelerator bootcamp, 3 days intensive learning, 3 days practical executions. So it's literally like an accelerator program where I take you through, I help you build out your own business and then you launch it on 7 days. Because kwenda kufanya kila kitu peke yako inaweza kuwa tricky. So yeah, the accelerator program is 3,300, guys. Sawa, for the people who want my help, kama unataka nikusaidia, I have an accelerator program ya 7 days, launch in 7 days. Let me show you what it entails. Yeah, the launch code, introducing the launch code. And you can see how nice AI has done it for me. Now imagine I didn't tell it that sijui do it in this color, what. I just asked it to give me slides of the accelerator program, and this is what it produced. So you see, it's very easy for you to build a digital info business because AI is going to help you create all these ebooks, all your masterclasses, the outlines. It's going to help you. So introducing the launch code, your step-by-step system to build, launch, and sell your first digital product with the power of AI, right? So for 3,300 shillings, you get 3 sessions. So it's literally on Monday, we intensively go through something. And then on Tuesday, we implement. Wednesday, we learn. Thursday, we implement. Friday, we learn. Saturday, we implement. And we launch. Sawa. On day 1, we start out on Monday. We are going to build your foundation. So this is like your business plan. I'm going to personally help you create your own business plan. We are going to define your niche and your ideal customer, right? We are going to choose and validate your digital product idea, and then we are going to build out a simple, actionable business plan. Because some people are like, I want to start this business. Where do I start? What is step one? What if I nikushike mkono tufanye pamoja and you launch as fast as possible, right? We are going to craft your brand identity, your name, your look, your feel, your voice. Then we are going to use AI to speed up every step. I'm going to show you how to use AI. All right. So yeah, before you sell anything, you need to know exactly what you're building, which is for, and what your brand stands for. Day one gives you total clarity and a rock solid foundation. So for the people who will opt to allow me to hold your hand, this is what we are going to learn on day one. Come up with your business plan. Sawa. And then on day two, we are going to build out your money machine. Sawa. A great product with no system to sell it is just a hobby. In session two, you'll build out a sales funnel that works for you 24/7, attractive, warming up, and converting strangers into paying customers. So you need to have a sort of sales system. Like, how are people going to buy your digital product if they want to buy it? So you need to have something called a simple sales funnel. I'll teach you all about it. You need to understand how a sales funnel works end to end, build out. There's something called a landing page. It's not that complicated, I promise. Every business, literally, every serious person who is doing business has, it's a website. It's like a web page. It's called a landing page. So we are going to set out your email, like where people are going to put in their email, right? We're going to create, this is the packaging. We're going to package your digital product, create an irresistible offer that makes people say, I need this. And then we are going to connect your payment and delivery system. And then we are going to automate the whole process so it runs while you sleep. So this is day two. And then on the last one, turn on the traffic. Your product is ready. Your funnel is built. Now it's time to pour fuel on the fire. Session 3 teaches you how to run paid ads on Meta and TikTok to drive targeted traffic on and generate sales on demand. So kama hujui ku run ads, this is what we are going to learn on day 3. I'm going to show you how to run ads, right? Understand the Meta and TikTok ads ecosystem, find and target your perfect audience with precision. I'm going to show you how you create good ads, create ad creatives that stop the scroll and drive clicks, set a budget and know exactly what to expect in return, how to read your ad data and optimize for better results, scale what's working and cut what's not profitable. Sasa. So this is what we are going to learn on day 3. And then after you learn this on day 3, and then we actually create your ads, then you launch. Are you ready to launch? Everything you need to go from zero to your first digital product sale. Your plan, your funnel, your ads, and 3 focused sessions for only 3,300, guys. This is a good deal. This is a good deal. You can see how much effort I've put in this free episode. Imagine what is behind the paywall. Sawa sawa. Hakuna haja ya ukae unafikiria, hapana. Let's get you launched in only 7 days. Sawa sawa. If you're interested to get into the accelerator program. Either way, kama umefika hapa, you've already understood how to build out your info product. Katoto kangu kameamka. I normally work mpaka saa saba, and then the rest of the day it's just to spend time with my child. So that's it for today, guys. Any question? Any question? Naona watu any question so far? Any question so far? You can put it in the chat box. Thank you, thank you. There's no excuse to be broke when you have digital. Yes, somebody has raised the hand. Recording, I'll work on it. Let me see the quality, and then I'll send it. Nitatuma kwa group. Sawa sawa. Nitatuma kwa group. Sawa sawa. Yeah, guys. So you need to embrace this. If you don't act fast, you'll be burning money. Do you want to be the type of person who loses out on all opportunities? No. Kenyan market is incredibly green. Too much junk, not much value. Sawa sawa. Ini kitu hata kama uko na 9 to 5. Yeah, you can inbox me, guys. You want something more? You have a personal question? You want the till number? Inbox. Or wacha niwape. In fact, I have an image of the till. I have an image of the till. This is the till number. This is the till number. Nilikuwa nasema even if even if you have you're very busy during the day, even if you're a stay-at-home mom and you have kids, ini kitu you can work on every day. Just jiambie, I'm going to put 2 hours into my online business. 1 hour, maybe as a beginner, maybe you've chosen a niche that you don't know. You can do 1 hour for research and then 1 hour to research about the different digital products you can create. Imagine tu, una make sure 2 hours a day, 2 hours, 2 hours a day. Kama utaamua kufanya content, 2 hours, maybe you create 3 pieces of content every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. By the time 6 months down the line, you'll be surprised by what you will have built. Ni juu watu normally don't focus on something at 30 days consecutive. Ukiweza focus kila siku, you tell yourself, I'm going to work on my business for 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours every day. Aya, sasa naona hamna maswali. Sawa, mi nataka kuwaona accelerator. I want to see you guys having launched in 7 days. And then I'm going to create a community for people who have online businesses so that you can challenge each other and see what other people are building, right? Yeah. My number is, acha niwape namba yangu 0705 140 903. You can call me. That's my number. 0705 140 903. Sawa. That's all I had for you today. I hope you've enjoyed. Sawa. Na wewe utapromote hustle yangu, Nolly. Are you going to promote my hustle? Nikipromote hustle yako. Toto. Iko wapi zako hizi ni zangu? Haya, sawa. Ndio nimeandika iko ndani ya kibeti. Nimeandika namba yangu hapa, guys. 0705 140 903. 0705 140 903. That's my number. I have only one number. You can message me, text me. Yeah. Sawa. This is the till number. Aya, sawa. Wacha niende sasa. That's my number. Yeah, it's my number on WhatsApp. Aya, sawa. Kwa hayo, bye.